Here's a story about a boy who people say is different. He doesn't have many friends. He doesn't stand out. He never really thought that he could amount to anything. But one day, that all changed. He stood up and spoke to everyone. Something that appeared he'd been practicing for months. Like he was stepping out of his shell of security, taking the first big risk he'd ever considered. And as he did, everyone paused and couldn't do anything except stare right at him. But not in a bad way. In a surprised way. Like they'd never heard anything like it. And they all became somewhat entranced in his words. As if he was creating a world around himself, absorbing everyone else in. It was almost as if they couldn't resist. Continuing on, creating this world all around himself, bringing to life the speech he'd prepared, watching him transform into this character he'd flawlessly prepared. And through the laughter, the tears, and the chills, no one could understand how he could keep this secretly in his hand. But the part that amazed everyone, including him, myself, was the moment after I finished. As I stood there in the light, looking out at everyone that just watched me, there was a brief moment of silence. And then it happened. The sound that I'd always secretly dreamt of, but didn't believe it really happened. The gradual roar of the crowd, putting their hands together, reassuring me of my purely magical transformation. It was the one thing I'd always wanted. I just never had the guts to admit it to anyone. More importantly, myself. Once I realized it, it was like my world opened up. The possibilities were endless. And I was finally happy.
I refused to be scared anymore. So as I got on that lonely road, I stepped on the gas. And once I got there was no looking back. And yeah, I was afraid at first, but then I embraced it.
Standing there on the stage, well, there's really no way to explain that feeling of getting that response from the audience. It's the most simple yet grand form of love and appreciation. I just knew that from that moment on, nothing was going to be the same. My journey of life had just finally begun. All because I chose to.
Believe.